Okay, this is the Thermaltake Riing Quad 14. This is the 140mm version, and it requires the controller to work. And today I'm going to show you how to wire the RGB and the fan itself without the use of Thermaltake software and without their controller. So let's get to it. And a disclaimer, I'm not responsible if you damage your fan while trying this. This is for educational purposes only. So let's get to it. Okay, here's the fan. Here's the fan. And here's the connector. Looks like a USB 2.0 header that you would see on the motherboard. So we have to modify this connector here to make it work. So we're gonna start by removing the connector from the fan, and I have to take these clips off. Just pop these clips off, and it should come right up. There we go. That's one of them. I'll just pull that out. I'll just take the connector out. And we have to take the next one out. Take that one out. Take this connector out here. And we have this one here. Pull this one out here. This one here is stuck really good. And we'll pull this one out here. Pull this one out here, and there we go. Take this one out, and the last one is here. I'll take this one out as well. So I'm gonna take this out. Okay. So now we have the 4 wires here. I'm just gonna put these on to separate the wires here. So we're gonna put these in. There we go, that's one connector. Here's the other one. That's the other connector there. Another one here. Here. This is third wire. And this is the 4th wire. Now here's 4 wires. That's for the RGB. RGB. Now, the other 4, these are for the fan. Right here, these are the fan wires. So there's the ground, the positive, the tachometer wire, and the BWM wire, which is the blue wire. So we're gonna separate these now as well from the connector. I'll separate them from the connector. Take it off here. separate it on the connector. Pull that out. Okay, this one is stuck. Yep, that one's stuck. Alright, I'll take that out. There we go, take that out. Connector is out. So we have all the wires here. So now we have the wires here. So we have, I'm going to use this here to encase the connectors for the fan. There we go. I'll just rest that in there. Yes, fan connector for that side. And this is the tachometer and PWM wires here. I'll just put those together as well. Looks like it's just having a hard time there. And I'm just gonna connect the wire just there. Okay. So when you're done, the connector should look like this for the fan. Now we're gonna do the RGB side. So we're gonna start, line them up. So this is the RGB for the fan. See, let that focus. And we're going to start connecting them. So I'm gonna start by making the connector goes in. Okay. So the wire with the white here, the wire with the white is your 5 volts in. So you have a RGB header here that I'm going to use. So the wire with the white is 5 volts in on this fan. That's 5 volts in. Now, the next 2 wires here. Now we have pins 2 and 3. Pins 2 and 3. I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna go here. Pins 2 and 3 are data. Pins 2 and 3 are data, so you have to tie these 2 wires together. And they will go to the data wire. So they're tied up. Now pin 4 is going to be ground. So pin 4 is going to be your ground wire. Pin 4 is going to be your ground. Now I'm going to plug it into the RGB controller I have here. And there you go. See? No software whatsoever to make it work. And I'm going to change the colors. See? The colors change perfectly. This is the RGB controller I'm using. No software whatsoever. And you can see the colors work just fine. It shuts off. Put it back on. Now remember, pins 2 and 3 are data. I'm going to put it in the description so you can see. So we're going to just tie these up. I'm going to cover these up with wire nuts. I'm going to cover it up, wire nuts, so it doesn't short out. And that's how you get the RGB to work without Thermaltake's software. So you could actually wire these directly to your motherboard via the 5-volt header and control it from your motherboard, just as I'm controlling it from this RGB controller. As you can see, it's working just fine. No issues. It's just I had dropped the connector, and that's what caused the fan to do what it did before. But there's nothing wrong with it. As you can see, it has all of the different colors. They work just fine without any issue. Now to get the actual fan to work. Now we have these here. I'm going to connect them to this fan controller hub here that I have. So we're going to connect the positive and the negative. So yellow is the positive on the fan, and black is the negative on the fan. And then on the other pins, we have green and blue. Green is the tachometer, and blue is the PWM. So that's connected, and the fan turns with no problem. See? It turns with no problem. See? No problem at all. Here's the back of the fan. Works with no problem. All the colors are working without any issues. And there you go. And that is how you wire up these Thermaltake quad fans without the software. Thank you for watching and have a great day.